welcome back to a new video. Now today's video is going to be a little bit different. Before I jump into it, as you guys can see on screen, it is a tier list, Premier League tier list. It's not accurate to the teams, as I did do this just last season. Brighton. I don't really have an opinion on Brighton. I think they're a good team. When they came out to the Premier League, I will admit, I did think, do you know what? I don't think they're going to be very good, but they did okay. They did okay for the first season. So for that, I am going to go ahead and put them into, put them into like, they're a good team. Just come up from the Championship. They did really, really well in the Championship, and yeah, they did amazing. Next up, we have Cardiff. Again, don't really know much about Cardiff. I think they got relegated their first season in the Premier League, so for that, they're going in neutral. Next up, we have Fulham. Now, I will admit again, I don't have an opinion on Fulham. I haven't really watched much Fulham, but they did beat Liverpool 1-0 and add their streak to, well, I suppose, to 8 losses at home, I think it is now. So it's mad. Next up is Chelsea. I hate Chelsea. I can't stand Chelsea. Chelsea fans, if you're a Chelsea fan, then just no, like, please don't speak to me, because I know that this was a couple of years ago, but Chelsea's fans were racist. They were nasty, racist people. I think even to some of their own team players. So it was just something that I didn't like, and I never have liked Chelsea for it. But they have some good players, not gonna lie. But with fans and who Chelsea are, yeah. Next up, though, we do have United. Now, I am a United supporter, so I am going to put Manchester United at the top in love, because it is a team that I do like. It's a team that I think can excel and be great, but other people may have different options to me, but that's kind of my area where I want United to go. Because obviously I'm a United fan, they're a good team. You've had some really good legends, obviously Sir Alex Ferguson and stuff like that. But yeah, I can't really say that. I can't really say that. I can't really put them in light just because of the performances. But yeah, they're in love. I love them. They're a great club. End of. Moving on, we have Arsenal. I am also a Stoke fan, and I'm going to put these in absolute hate. One day, Peter Crouch in a game, like normal, slide tackle a player. Unfortunately, took him out. It happens. It happens in football. It does happen in football. But yeah, he went back the next day to say sorry, and the player didn't accept it. So for that reason, they are gonna go into hate. Next is Bournemouth. Again, don't have an opinion on Bournemouth. They are gonna go down to neutral because, again, I don't have an opinion on them, and it kind of just equals these two out. So, it is what it is. Moving on, though, we do have Crystal Palace. Now, I would put Crystal Palace in like, because Crystal Palace are a good team. I do like Crystal Palace. They did take Jack Butland from Stoke, and he was probably the only keeper that was keeping the old Stoke squad together. After Shaqiri left, after loads of other players had gone. So unfortunately, because of that reason, I do have to put them in dislike, because they pretty much just broken the squad up, the Premier League squad of Stoke. So yeah, that's it really. That's kind of why they're there. Next up, though, we do have Burnley. I'm gonna put Burnley in probably neutral, to be fair, because they're a good team. But then, to be fair, the manager said some cocky things, and when you're a cocky manager, it doesn't really prove a point. So we are going to go in dislike just because of what the manager said. But all in all, it's kind of great. Next is Everton. I do like an Everton. Do you know what? I do like Everton, but at the same time, it's a bit of a dislike, only because of their keeper. So it's a bit of a like, but it's also a bit of a dislike because Jordan Henderson, their goalkeeper, is injured players left, right, and centre, and well, let's just say VAR didn't give them a penalty. So I'm gonna go neutral because it's in between both. So yeah, it's just gonna go in both. Next up, we have Liverpool, winners of last season. Well done to Liverpool this season, being shocking, being terrible, uh, and they're gonna go into a dislike because every Liverpool fan that I speak to constantly moans that they're there where they are because the defense is terrible, because they don't have Virgil van Dijk, and it annoys me, because I've been I've been a supporter through times of teams getting relegated and stuff like that. So I know what it feels like to be a Liverpool fan and to get relegated and stuff. But yeah, maybe just kind of work on your excuses and we might have a better. We might go up rankings a little bit. Moving on though, we do have Manchester City. Being a United fan, unfortunately, I've got to put them in hate. If I wasn't a United fan, take that out of context. I would probably put them in like, to be fair, because they have got the amazing goal that everybody talks about of Sergio Aguero last goal. It was the last goal of the season for City, and they won the Premier League by doing it with United. Well, United had done their part at Sunderland. It was now Etihad. Um, Aguero, and the commentator went, Sergio Aguero! Yeah, it's one of the most iconic moments in football history that I think I've ever seen. So if I wasn't a United fan, I'd put them in like, but because of being a United fan, because they are my rivals, they're a very, very big rival of United, they are going to hate, sadly. If you're a Manchester City fan, I'm sorry, but you'd probably put United there anyway, so come on now. Next up, Huddersfield. I don't really have an opinion on Huddersfield, so they are going to go neutral. Don't really seen them play. I know it's a bit of a quick one, but again, it is what it is. I don't know much about Huddersfield. I don't think a lot of people do. They're a bit of a quiet club, but yeah. Next up, we have Wolves. Great team, honestly. Love Wolves. I think they're just amazing at football. They've got some good talent, and yeah, they've been okay so far. Next up, Newcastle. Um, I haven't heard anything of Newcastle recently. I've never heard of any drama. So you know, goes into goes into there as it is. Uh, Next up, we've got Tottenham. I am going to put Tottenham in love because they've brought back Gareth Bale. Well, back on loan, putting him back to where he was, putting him back to his fighting standards. He's Welsh as well. I mean, Gareth Bale, if I come play for United, I'd say that. But yeah, an amazing player. Tottenham all round is brilliant. They made out a documentary and showed people what it was like, and they're a great team. They're a great team. Um, Next we've got Southampton. I do like Southampton. I do respect Southampton a lot. They've come from very, very little to bounce straight back up again. I know a lot of these clubs in in this tier list has done that, but I think Southampton has been the team that I think have done it the best and are an all-round good team. Next up, we've got Leicester. Again, I don't really have an opinion on them, so they're gonna go into neutral. Um, if I knew what they were like, if I knew more about them, then maybe I would put them higher up into like, maybe into love. But I don't know anything about about Liverpool. I don't know anything about Leicester, and it is just what it is. So next up, we do have Watford. I love Watford. Obviously, unfortunately, not in the Premier League anymore, in the Championship, but there is their goalkeeper. has a YouTube channel called Cycling GK. He films his away days, and he literally shows people what it's like to go and have an away day as a footballer. I really like it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people might like it. So if you're into that kind of, want to see what it's kind of like, I'd go check out Cycling GK. His YouTube channel will be in the description if you want to go check that out. Next, we have West Ham. Did steal Jesse Lingard. What does make me, well, on loan, what does make me put them in dislike only for that matter, But if they didn't have to Jesse Lingard on loan, where we need him at United, I would put them in like they are a very good team, but because they did steal Jesse Lingard on loan, I do have to put them in dislike, unfortunately. So I am sorry. But yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that tier list. I don't think there's anything I would change in that tier list. I think it is what it is at the end of the day. Do comment down below though if you diss my if you don't like my tier list. I'll put the tier list in the description if you guys want to do it on stream or anything like that. You can do. But yeah, I'm happy with that tier list. I hope you guys are as well. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you never miss another upload. And I'll see you guys on the next video, whenever that is. Hopefully some FIFA content, maybe some Cold War, maybe another tier list, or a reaction video. I don't know which one it's going to be yet, but yeah, this is me, Stoke City Boy.